It's like, please stop this.
We are going into game 4 of a best of 5 in the Antec Attack final. The map is GSL Metropolis, and it is between EmpireKas and xSixSleep. So, I'm SC2 England. My co-caster today is Pughy. Say hi, Pughy.
Hey guys.
We do have, well, Kas as the green Terran in the top position, and Sleep as the teal Zerg in the left position. So, Pughy, for anyone who's watching on the VODs, tell them to quickly go and watch games 1, 2 and 3 because they're epic, and anyone who's watching live but didn't catch the first 3 games, tell them what to look forward to.
Well, the first game was pretty standard game. It went into a long macro game. I'm not going to cover that because it was just epic. You better go watch it. The second game was a bit unfortunate for Kaz. It was a Hellion drop v a Speedling Roach all in, so that definitely didn't go well in his favor. And then the last game was a proxy 2 racks on 11-11, and then managed to take out the Zerg's natural expansion, which from there was a bit of an uphill battle for him, and he eventually gave up and Kaz won the game.
You may want to move your mic a little bit, mate. It's getting a little bit of your breathing sound on there. So hopefully that's better. Sorry about that, guys. So I reckon really in this game we're going to see, well, from Sleep a 15 hatch, 16 pull, because that's what you do. From Kas, he's getting that 1 racks down, so no command center first. Probably a 1 racks command center, maybe Hellions, but the gas hasn't come down yet, so I reckon it's going to be 1 racks command center.
I think it's interesting to note that earlier when we seen Kaz play this map against Phoenix, which was a Zerg, he went for he'd done this into a command center into 3 racks and medevacs, didn't he? And then he went straight for the drop. And he was also close by air, which this is.
I mean, this map lends itself so well to airplay because of this massive dead space behind the main base. It's like huge.
Yep. One thing I like about it though, it's next to impossible to drop the natural, because you have to fly along the side, which obviously is overlooked by the main. So
I mean, you can come in from like the 3rd.
You can,
but
absolutely.
It's overground still, which isn't perfect. Now, we will see Kas getting that 1 command center, 1 racks command center, which is pretty much expected. Sleep went for the 15-16 hatch pull. No gas yet, which is pretty damn normal. Really, the key information that Sleep got from that Overlord is the fact that no gases have been taken by Kas. And the only reason, well, Terran players do that is either they're doing some kind of proxy 2 racks, like we saw in game 3, or they're getting a command center out.
Yep, and we're followed up by double gas, so I think he's going to do the same build as earlier.
Which would be good. It'd be really lovely to see Kas level out this series, a 2-2. And us to go into game 5. I'd probably be happy about that.
Oh, I just forgot. Kaz is the same color, but Sleep has changed his now.
I know, it's always irritating. Luckily I don't have the nice pretty overlay for the bars. I just use the Blizz one. So we will see a bunker coming down in the front for Kas, which is kind of essential, because if any big push was coming in from Sleep, he'd need that to deal with it. And he's boldly going forth with those 3 Marines. Billy died in game 2. Billy died, which if you haven't watched game 2, you won't get that joke. So go and watch game 2. We named all the Marines the early Explorer Marines of their little push. It was a beautiful moment, wasn't it?
Wait, how the hell is he getting this overload?
Vision?
From the tower, is it?
Yeah, it must be.
Oh, poor Sleep is going to lose that overload, which is a pretty big deal at this.
Zergs, don't put them on there, because the tower will kill you. Those Zerglings should get cleaned up pretty nicely, though.
Just about. I got 3 of them. So that was a good little trade there. One Zerglin, one Marine for 3 Zerglings and an overload. It's very good. And this Zerglin's about to die as well. Oh no!
Survive. 4 HP.
Survivor. Okay, factory is now in production. Second racks. No. Oh, actually, we got 2 factories, so it's not going to be the game, the same build from earlier.
We're going to have Hellions come out and tanks, so pure mech build out of Kas here.
Yeah.
Which actually I like, because Bio hasn't really worked for Kas so far.
No, not so much. Though that game earlier when he done that medevac play was really good.
It was. Game 1 was incredible.
If you're wondering, guys, earlier one of the first games of this evening, and we had Kaz v Real Phoenix. And he pretty much just went for like a medevac build, and he had like 2 medevacs, and he dropped here, and he had another 2 dropping by here, and then he would just wind them up, and it was really well played. But Sleep is actually going to get the scout on here, so he will see both factories, which is pretty big, and he will see the tech lab on one of them and the reactor on the other.
So he knows it's a mech build now, and that's really essentially all he needs to know. The Hellions are on their way across the map though. The creep spread is beautiful though. Look at the beautiful, beautiful creep spread.
And we have
also a great Evo chamber. The Evo chamber placement, the Sim City at the front of Sleep's base, was fantastic until he just let the Hellions in.
Yeah. And unfortunately speed is not done, so the Zerglings just vaporize.
And all of those drones are lined up. My Zerg heart bleeds for Sleep right now. All of the drones, like seriously, he killed so many. He killed 16 drones.
Oh,
that's
only 8 minutes into the game.
That is
and that was just a little, like, straight through the front, easy peasy.
Just like, I see your lovely attempt at a wall off.
Holy crap, he has 1100 minerals in the bank, Kaz does, and he's building a third at the third.
Well, he knows he's in a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
He's just killed a load of drones, and really, the 2 options Sleep has available to him now is redrone or just try and kill him. And he's not in a position to all in because he just doesn't have enough stuff. And oh my god, look at the Hellions come.
But the roaches are out.
The roaches are out, but yeah, they will. But they're not the
well.
back, and the Hellions could. And Blue Flame is done, of course. And if they just get into the natural, they're going to get quite a few hits off. And the drones are lined up. The drones are lined up. The drones.
And a couple of them do die. They get transferred to the third, and
the Hellions will now get cleaned up though. But that now takes it to 23 workers killed.
2 Hellions heading into the third. Oh, look at that! Oh my god!
This is just amazing play by Cass here.
27 harvesters killed.
That is 28.
We have another 2 factories just finished.
So
another 2
this
factories.
Is just beautiful play. If we look at the working on, it's now 40 to 45 in Cass's favour.
Nice.
And when you take mules into account, that's effectively like 50-40.
Yeah.
Because as we discussed earlier, mules are balanced. No, they are. Mules are fine. So as you don't mention balance talk ever in a cast, people just hate you for it.
That's he was trying to take out the destructible rocks with Hellions.
That'd be like taking them out with Zerglings, but worse.
Yeah.
At least Zerglings attack quickly. Now this one lone roach is going to spot the Hellions moving in.
And he survived it about it. He's like, whoa, that was close.
But actually, it does look like Sleep isn't going to react to this at all.
No.
And that means that there's going to be some more toasted drones.
Toasted drones, and this is just...
This is good
really
splitting,
painful
though,
now.
to be fair. Good splitting there by Sleep. The spine is done. And I mean, how many is that killed now? 29.
29. So you can get as many there.
The only concern I do have is Cass is now going for Thor Helium.
He's got double Thors in production already. Let's go his third base with the same harvesters and 3 mills, so his economy is booming.
What he needs to do is he needs to... I can't help but feel he needs to get some more tanks out because the roach... He knows roaches are out for Sleep, and Thors don't actually deal too well with roaches.
Yeah, he is supply blocked until he starts building them right now. He has another factory now in production. And this Zerglin is going for a scout. It will scout the third. Will it be too late?
Well, the fact is Sleep is behind in supply. He's only got that +1 missile attack on the way. +1 vehicle weapons nearly finished, and +1 vehicle plating just started for Cass. Cass is getting 3 Thors at a time now.
Go on. Zerglin gets 1 kill at the third of Cass.
And Thors are happily like moving out. Now, the thing with mech is it's weak early on.
Yeah, until you get the large numbers.
Until you get to large numbers, and then it becomes insanely difficult for Zerg players to deal with. Especially the type of mech build that Cass is going for, which is pure Thor. Because against mainly tanks and Hellions, baning Zergling and works okay. But against Thor Hellion, if the Thor numbers get high, you get huge problems. And it looks like Cass is going to go for a big push now. Like a super big push, because, well, he's pulled a whole load of SCVs. And Cass behind this is trying to take 4th base, but it's going to get denied.
I spotted the SCV just gets taken out. There's actually a group of 16 Zerglins in the 5th base of Cass. running towards the natural. A couple go for the Hellion.
And this creep spread is getting demolished by Cass here. And Cass is a long way ahead in the kind of supply count, 20 ahead, basically. And here we go, we're going to see a bit of engagement. And I don't agree with this because the Thors aren't there yet. And that was a big misstep by Cass. He lost quite a few drones.
We have a lot of SCVs being killed at the third and natural of Cass as well by those Zerglin run by.
I know,
but this arm,
that is looking pretty crazy.
There's 6 Thors here. All the SCVs have died though, so that's nice.
The fact is though, there's not enough roaches to deal with that many Thors.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the big problem really. So we will see that the roaches are going to try and deal with them, but they start off okay, but then as the roach numbers fall, the Thors just become crazy.
Pretty much. And there's still 9 Hellions here, 4 Thors. One of them has fairly low health at 32.
And Cass is lagging again.
Yeah.
The one thing to remember is that this is an online tournament, so for anyone who's just tuned in, Cass has been having lag all evening because
he has.
We think he's in Ukraine, and we believe Sleep is in America at the moment, and this is on the EU server. So lag is a big issue for everyone. To be honest, at the moment, I'd say they're actually in a pretty equal position because Cass has lost a lot of his workers.
Yeah. It's just this army, until this army is dead, Kaz is ahead.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes. He is ahead in supply, which is obviously a very big giveaway.
But he is lagging. That's a big problem.
Yeah. Which is very unfortunate.
What is really confusing me is anyone who's watched the previous games would have seen that when lagging, Sleep's chat came up in English or English characters, but now it's coming up in Korean characters. He likes switching keyboards.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Some more lag. Even Kaz is getting a bit frustrated now. And the thing is, Kaz is winning here.
Yeah.
Or I would say he's winning, so he definitely doesn't want to drop. Because he seems...
Yeah.
It's always a bit annoying if you have to regame.
What's also really annoying is that we can't actually switch over to any other tabs while someone's lagging.
Yeah.
But no, Cass does come back in. All the drones have been pulled, and now those drones have melted. This is pretty much over.
70 supply V150.
The Thors are going to get cleaned up, and that push is dealt with, but look at just how many SCBs are back already. There's a new Thor army already built. If we take a look at the worker count, 30 to 56 in Cass's favour. It's effectively a matter of time now.
Yeah. That's the next push. You pretty much, as a player, you really don't leave the game until you're stomped and dead, which is going to be this push for Sleep. Like, he knows he's dead pretty much, but you just...
He does have that 4th base though.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't have enough to really deal with it too well.
No, the next... If Kaz pushes out now, all he has to do is he move to his opponent's base to get the win. Realistically.
Yeah.
68 supply 154.
I do apologise to anyone watching if you hear like microphones bumping or anything. It's because it's like ridiculously hot in England at the moment. And we've been wearing headphones for like 5 hours now.
Yeah.
So our ears are so warm. It's insane.
I'm gonna great timing on this Lin run by into the 3rd of Kaz.
And that's going to do huge damage. But the Hellions are in there to come and deal with it.
Yeah.
And a good whole command on the Zerglings.
Yeah,
but how many were
that
killed
was awesome.
there? It was about another 5, I think, roughly.
Yeah, some pretty good trades by Sleep, but this is he's
like,
just not gonna. This is 8 Thors now.
8 Thors, a lot of Hellions, and even
Thors
that Overlord just like vaporized.
And the Thors are at 1-2 as well, so
yeah.
it's not like they're unupgraded. They're able to take a bunch of damage.
The roaches are only 1-1, but there's a lot of banelings in production here for Sleep.
Yeah, but if they crash into 1 Thor, they're just not going to kill it and just die. So
it all depends how it goes. And I like this choice from Cass to go through these rocks. I mean, you've got enough Thors to just punch your way through.
Yeah, that's absurd. And get ready for the last and final engagement. Unless, of course, it goes in Sleep's favour, then it just carries on.
I somehow don't foresee this going in Sleep's favour.
I don't either.
And even if it does, he's lost all of his bases. But here we go, and the roaches and banelings are going in. The banelings are getting right in the middle of all the Thors. They all blow up, but no Thors die. And now the Thors clean up everything.
One Thor dies. That hatchery gets insta-killed. I've never seen something die so fast in my life. Even look at how fast eggs die.
I know, eggs like never die.
I know, right?
Now Cass stopped for a second there, like, have you still not GG'd?
Yeah.
Like, you've lost.
He's like, what? He's like, what?
And one last final attempt here from Sleep, but it's a bad engagement.
Good
There's
game.
the GG. And that was
GG
game
it's
4,
all.
so we're going into game 5 because it's now 2-all.